What's up? Okay, so I'm making a video on, this is actually probably one of the most important videos I have ever made. I've only made 3, so that's not really saying a lot. However, this is basically going to explain why there's so many fine-ass girls dating a bunch of fucking jerks. Okay? And you see it every single day. Every single day. It's it's crazy. It really is. And there's a lot of men out there, so-called nice guys and whatnot. They see this all the time, and they get so discouraged because, it's mind-boggling. You see a beautiful, attractive, nice girl, and then she just falls for this like jerk. You know, and there's a reason for that. There's a big reason, and you know, I'm going to explain it here in just a few moments. But first, I want to go over some basic personas of males, about 3 or 4, and these are actually myths. Basically, these are mentalities that men undertake, believing and become under the assumption that they're going to be successful with women, they're going to get sex from them, or they are in somehow, shape, or form develop some sort of relationship or attraction with them, which is, bullshit. So the first myth is being nice, honest, and kind. Well, just leave honest out of it. Being the nice guy and being kind will get me sex or will get me lots of women. That's a bunch of bullshit. It's false. Excuse my language here. So basically, you have this character, this nice male, that is always a nice guy. He's always opening the door for ladies. I'm not saying it's wrong to open doors or anything, but I'm just explaining the character of this person. So they're nice. They talk very nice. They're always giving. And you know what? It's kind of funny when they're at the bar. Those are the types of men to pay for the drink. Well, first of all, let me stop here. Never buy a girl a drink at the bar, and don't buy a drink for any woman ever, 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 if you think it's going to get you, any closer to developing a relationship with her. Because, first of all, when you do that, it's making her feel obligated to spend time with you, and it's as if you're buying her time, and she's going to feel very awkward. And, it's just you're imposing on her. Never impose on women, okay? Never put them in predicaments or ultimatums, okay? Because then you're kind of forcing the relationship, and they don't like that, unless they have little confidence. And either way, they're still going to feel awkward about it. So basically, this guy pays for everything, takes up the tab, and he has the money, has the, I don't know, or maybe the looks, maybe he doesn't have the looks, okay? So he's nice. Don't think just because you're going to be nice and kind that you're going to get sex, or you're going to get women. There's a saying, "Nice guys finish last," and it's probably true more than anything. Basically, don't think that. Now that's just one extreme. The nice guy is always giving. He's very, he's a pushover. Women are often going to hurt that guy, and they don't have a choice. When a man can't make his own decisions, and it's funny, the girl's always gonna ask, "What do you want to do?" "I don't know, whatever you want to do." A woman hates a guy, hates it when a guy says that. When a woman asks you what you want to do, say what you want to fucking do. Never say, "Oh, I want to do what you want to do, honey." No, they hate that. That's just like, that's really bad. Okay, men or women love men that can make decisions, and like men that take charge. They like a man that's confident, and most importantly, they like a man that can make his own decisions, that can take control over the situation. The divine masculine. There's 2 gender roles. The female and the male. The divine masculine is that trait. It's a very confident, very strong, firm character. Then you have the feminine. We'll go over that later. So basically, it's kind of funny. I think I understand women a lot more than I understand men. It's kind of interesting. But either way, on another note, let's go to the other extreme. The jerk, the hurt, abused, emotionally detached guy that rides off in the motorcycle with the chick behind his back. And basically this guy is your thug. You ever seen those guys with the hats and the baggy pants and stuff? I'm not judging them by what they wear, but just, their demeanor. The gangster guys, the thugs, or those hardcore rocker people, they don't give a fuck. They just don't care. They know what they want in life, and they just steal it. They take it. And all these gorgeous women fall for this because they crave the excitement. They love the excitement from this character, from the bad boy, so to speak. And, all women love excitement. Okay, and that's basically that guy. And then later on, in the relationship, they become addicted to him because of the excitement. They love the thrill, but they abuse her. They hurt her. All they care is sex, and the sex sucks. But he gets what he wants and everything, and she's just a piece of meat, pretty much, when it comes down to it. And the girl always gets hurt, and they always act like the victim. And it's funny that after that relationship fails, they go do it again. And I've seen this all the time, all the freaking time. They think just because they left that guy at the bitter end that they get another guy, and it turns out to be the same person. Maybe it's them, how they let that happen, or maybe it's just most of those jerks are looking for those types of girls. And I think it's that, what I just said, because it's usually the really attractive girl. It's always the pretty ones that date the abusive men. So either way, what we have here, we have the nice guy on this end, and then we have the jerk, the bad boy. Okay, some way we got to find a way to combine them both. A nice guy is not going to get sex, and then being a jerk isn't going to build a relationship. It's not going to keep a solid relationship. You're going to hurt the girl, and you're just going to damage her. You don't want to damage a female. So basically, what I wouldn't say I invented this, but what's most effective is being the nice guy with the edge. Being nice, being kind, but knowing what he wants to get in life. Being able to make decisions, being able to just counterbalance that, okay? So, there's another myth, or another type of persona. I like to call the snag. The snag is the male who is an feminist, who thinks he understands women, who segregates himself from other men, thinks that he's better than other men, or at least different, okay, and has long hair, kind of like me, but I'm not a feminist, okay, and just separates himself. He thinks that he doesn't do anything bad. He's nice all the time. He doesn't make bad decisions, and he doesn't hurt women, okay, which is kind of screwed up, First of all, we're all sinners, according to the Bible. I don't really read the Bible. Well, I do read the Bible, but I'm not like a hardcore Christian. I'm actually very open-minded. I take whatever material I can get my hands on, and I make my own judgment for myself through my own experience. But either way, this guy doesn't think that he can hurt women, and those nice guys are what women should watch out for, because those nice guys are more, what was I going to say? They're more keen to hurt women without even realizing it, simply because of the fact in their minds they think that they're the nice guy, that they don't make mistakes, that they don't hurt women. So when they hurt women, they don't take responsibility for hurting women, and just go on and do their own thing. So in their mind, they're nice. I know one guy that's like that. His name's Mike. Used to, be with this girl I knew, and he would always think that he's so nice and kind, and he was a pussy. And excuse my language, that's basically what it is. Women already have vaginas. You don't need to become a vagina. And first of all, you don't want to separate yourself from other men. We're all men. No one's better than each other. It's just bullshit. So either way, that's that guy. Now, don't you think throughout the course of a relationship, you're going to feel different things? On average, you're going to, for, most of the time you're going to, or some of the time you're going to feel at your best. Most of the time you're going to be average. And then some of the time you're going to feel at your worst. So in the course of that process from beginning to end or whatever, you're always going to feel different. There's going to be times where you say cruel things. There's going to be times where you say very nice things. So the man who accepts that he makes mistakes, he is not always sometimes nice, is more keen to take responsibility for his actions. And don't you think that's more humane versus the other guy that says, oh, I'm a nice guy, I don't do any of that? That's not really realistic. Okay, so those are the guys, all you girls out there, you got to watch out for those guys. The nice guy that thinks he doesn't do anything to hurt women. Nah, I mean, cut that out, seriously. Okay, you want a man that basically can, admit that he doesn't say the nice things all the time, but at least he tries. He takes responsibility. Okay, so the nice guy, like that, doesn't take responsibility for his actions. Okay, now back to the point where I said, why are these gorgeous women dating these jerks? It's simply because they fulfill a need. That need is excitement. In order to in order to get a woman, in order to develop the attraction, which is the key, in order to build the relationship, and in order to have her want you more, you have to fulfill her needs. Simple as that. Just like when I'm on the phone, because I talk on the phone a lot, I do a lot of sales over the phone, I qualify my customer. I make sure that I fulfill their needs, so there's the customer service. And I also get what I want. In return, I get a paycheck, which is obviously the benefit. Okay, and I sell by feature and benefit, general to particular. I qualify my customer. I make sure that there's a whole point for my conversation. I'm not just calling them up randomly just to bother them. I usually know who I'm prospecting. So in a sense with women, you got to know her needs. You got to cold read her, and that really takes a skill. I mean, me personally, I could take one look at a girl. I can look at her eyes. I look how she styles her hair, how she walks, how she picks up her glass. I can completely analyze her and tell you what type of girl she is, and I've acquired that skill over the years. It's called cold reading. All right. As soon as I see a woman, I can tell you everything about her. I swear to God. Now that's a skill that we should all develop. We should all be able to take a look at things and be very, perceptive and just really be keen to detail and everything. We should use detail as judgment. I'm an artist. I look at detail and I analyze things, figures and forms and colors and concepts and certain themes to create a judgment on what this message is. We all dress a certain way. We all walk a certain way. We're all sending out a message to the world. Now we have to really identify each message everyone's trying to deliver, and then that helps you understand more about them without even talking to them. And if you want to be a successful pickup artist, or I kind of look down on that, but whatever, people do their thing. Or if you just want to meet women or develop friendships, or just build relationships, or if you want to do sales like me, you can look at a person networking. That's one thing. If you want to be a good at networking and creating friends, you can do that. You can cold read someone easily and use those things to judge them, and 9 times out of 10 you're going to be right, and then you'll have a successful conversation with them. So anyway, when it comes to women, you want to identify her needs and then fulfill her needs. That's the key. And being the nice guy, and also being the nice guy with the edge, you can implement that excitement. And to have a nice guy but with that sort of bad boy excitement, that really is a killer. Women love that. And then also humor. Like I said, humor is the key to her heart. If you can make her laugh, then you pretty much got it. So not all the way, but you're pretty damn close. So I'm gonna make another video because I'm fucking really tired. I've been up for like 32 hours.